Hello, my name's Mark, and these are my Droid Tales. This is a new channel, and I'm going to be trying to do this channel all about board games, Android board games, so board games that you can play on your phone. Now, I think the music is too loud, so I'm just going to try and change that first of all. So, audio settings, let's knock it down. It is beautiful, relaxing music, but it will interrupt my speaking. Right, so the game's been out for a couple of months now, and it also has had a couple of expansions. We'll get to that at the end of the playthrough. Now, it is a deck building game. If you're brand new to board games, I would have thought anyone viewing this channel is going to know a bit about board games, but deck building game, you start with a small hand of cards, and you buy more cards that go into your deck, and those cards will have special powers or more tokens to buy more cards, and it's generally about victory points. So buying cards with victory points, taking victory points from a victory point pool. I'm going to now play two-player. I'm going to play a medium difficulty. I've played it a few times. A medium difficulty, I have been about, I'd say, 50-50 win rate. I don't know. I won on my previous recording, but the music was overpowering. So let's see if I can repeat my success. So John Declare, Mystic Vale, by AGE and Nomad Games, and let's say I think it's since 2015-ish. The expansions are still going on the physical board game, and it's a board game I enjoy in real life. In real life, you get these see-through card sleeves, and you drop your cards into them. And the unique mechanic of this game is that you have a top, middle, and bottom. So here, I'm going to use my mouse. You can see there's a top there, a middle here, and a bottom there. So I can put all those three into one card sleeve, and I'd have a complete card. All cards work by themselves incomplete. Do whatever they've got inside them, but you're building up like a spellbook. The whole story is you're a druid coming to repair cursed lands. There's a bit of a complicated mechanic to explain, but it's easy enough once you know how. So I'm just going to go and play the first few turns. Now, all but one. Right, so I've generated 3 mana. The mana that you generate are these blue dots. So this is my hand, and that's what I can use to buy things. So I've got 3 blue dots, which means I've got 3 mana here, and I can buy anything for 3 or less up here. So I'm going to buy this Field of Flowers. Oops. And you have to go into harvest phase, and I can bring that down and drop it onto one of my cards. And then I'm complete. If I had more mana, I could look at the what's available in the shop and buy more. And also, some of the cards have these elemental symbols on them. So there'll be yellow elementals, brown elementals, green elementals. See if I can spot one. Here we go. Chieftain gives you yellow. Hulking Thornhide gives you a yellow. So if I had enough of those in my hand, I could have purchased something from this top level. So they are glades, I believe, and they give you special powers, extra victory points. There are 2 styles of victory points. There's these grey victory points. They are only scored at the end of the game. And there is a blue style of victory points. So this Hulking Thornhide. When this comes into my hand, it will score me 3 victory points, which will deplete this victory point pool of here, 23. Once that runs out, the 23 victory points runs out, that triggers the final turn, end of the game, and you tot up your scores from both pools. So I've just bought my card, and we'll move on. I do hope I haven't cut out the music entirely. I wonder if I can find the music track online so I can play it separately all by itself. That'd be interesting. Or I can even just do another recording. But I'll miss out on the sound effects like the birds screeching and the bow twangs, etc. So there's generally like little animations when you look at a card which are all quite kind of pretty. Pick some without animations. Is that going to be a bubbling brook? Yeah. I'm going to get a wiggle of the staff. Yep, wiggle, wiggle. So, the hawk is cool. It goes, I can't do a hawk sound. Anyway, right, so wait, next turn. So I've got a new hand of cards now. Now I've only got 2 mana now, so that's not a lot to buy can't buy very much along here. So I'm going to press this yellow button to push my luck, and that's giving me the card from the top of my deck into my hand. If the next card that got flipped over here had a red symbol on it, I would have spoiled and ended my go. I'm going to push my luck again. One more time. Oh yes. So I've managed to get 4. And that means I can now buy this grasslands. So I'm going to drag that down. I'm going to put it on a card by itself. I could have got the wellspring as well, but that grasslands cancels out one of the red spots, so it will let me draw more cards. I'm hoping that might be more beneficial. That was a green symbol on that grasslands card I bought. So now, again, I've got 3, which could buy me this wonderful flowers. I'm not going to push my luck this time. I'm going to get those flowers and put them on a card all by themselves. So sometimes you're stumped because you don't have a card with a slot available. There's a lovely card that you want from this middle row, but you can't put it on any of your cards. It's rare, but it happens. And some cards want to combo with each other, so you're going to see cards that will have helmets on them. I think like a tribal symbol. And they benefit by having more helmets on the card. I'll comment on that when they come up again. Right, so 4 mana, that's a good amount of mana. And I'm going to go... I want that wellspring this time, because that'll let me buy things from the top row. Just going to put it on a card with the mana. So choosing which cards to put it on is a little bit of a tactic. I don't know how deep of a tactic it is. Let's say my win rate is not too great. I'm a bit buoyant after my last win on the previous recording. You can play this multiplayer locally. That gives me a green symbol. So her special power was, if she was out in my hand and I flipped over the next card with a red symbol, she can discard it. So I get the next card below, which might be useful. It's not a hard game. I think explaining it is harder than it is playing it. So don't let me put you off in any way. Podlings. And a bit of soil. You can also jump over to your opponent, see what they're doing. You sort of briefly see what they're buying anyway, they sort of flash up on the screen. And again, I'm not tactical enough to really follow them too often. But sometimes if you've had a break or you put the phone down, you might want to sort of have a recap of where you are. So I've got 4 mana, loads of cards, 4 mana. Got 1 less mana because of this. I'm going to push my luck. Oh, spoiled. That's a wasted, very good card. I put that into my hand. Because this next card below, that came up here, had a spot on it, and I can't get rid of it with any special powers that I've got. It's gone bust. Because I was after this Lifebringer seed to try and cancel out some of my red spots, but I've gone bust. Going bust does flip over this token here, which means you've got an extra mana next turn. You'll see your opponent do that every now and again. If you're reading this little bar where it says your turn and your opponent's turn, you'll see he spoils sometimes. He's just spoiled. There you go. Perfect example. So she's the one that could have cancelled. So I'm going to push my luck here. Whoa. No, can I use her special power? Yes. Yes. So used her special power, got rid of the card that would have made me spoil. And now I'm in the position I can plant and buy what I want. And it's just cancelling out. It's not the best place, but hopefully I can get a hawk on there later on, because that card cancels out all the red spots on your card. So it's luck that it's going to come into your hand when you've got a card with the right slot available. Six mana, that's nice. I'm actually going to go... Bear Totem is nice. So are the Hawks. The Falcon Thorn Hide gives you more points. It gives you three points every time you flip it. Or I could get a hawk. Oh no, that doesn't matter. And I get a yellow. I'm going to pop it on a card by itself. And it looks like I can buy something from the top row. It would remind you, if you try and skip your go, it would remind you if you can buy something on the top row. That's all I can do, so skip. So we've got victory point track here. I'm on 2, he's on 3, and no one's touched the victory point pool yet. Right, so I've got that lady on the top of my deck again. You can always click on the card to bring it up and see what it does. So I might as well push my luck. I think I can basically push until I spoil 4. Why would I want 5? So 5's not going to get me anywhere. So I could stay there. The wolf for his helmet and generating 2 mana is what I'm going to go for. Now the future expansions are much more fantastic. They start having Ents and Trolls and Elementals and Dragons. This one seems to have almost Indian tribal type, like bears, wolves, hawks. There's not that many fantasy creatures in this one. 6 mana. 6 mana. Bear. Bear is brilliant, so I'm just going to go. So the bear's going to bring me a green symbol, which will cancel out a red, and a brown symbol for buying from the top row, from the glades. If I put him on there, that's basically turned that into a 3 mana card with no negatives. Turn 12. I find that the game tends to last about anywhere between 10 minutes to half an hour. It generally gets to about 20 turns. This will be a bit slower because I'm talking over it and looking at things and trying to explain what I'm doing. Anyway, so 4 mana, so I'm having a look up here. If I push it, I can get an extra 2 mana, which will be another bear. Pushing it for a bear seems good. Push it. Yeah, I got it. So that took me up to 6 mana because that extra card had 6 on. And whack a bear on that. So the bears are going to start generating mana for me up here. Right, some of these have ongoing powers and some of them are just worth victory points down here. So all these are victory points. Quick look at my opponent. I'm wondering, just try and see what symbols he's collecting. Don't think it matters. Yellow and green. I think the green's the rarer one, if I remember correctly. So victory points wise, that's put me up to 7. There's nothing else I can buy. Okay, turn 13. Unlucky 13. Only 2 mana, so this is a very bad turn. But I've got my lucky girl here, so she can stop me getting spoiled. So push it. 3 mana's not very good, but there's a moon wolf up here for giving me more mana, so push it. This card has now taken me down. Push it. Push it. Right, now I'm on 3. So now I'm back into where I can use my lady if I spoil again. Because 4's not very good. 4's get me a wolf. Unfortunately, these are middle cards as well, so they're not going to work with my podling here. So I've got 4 mana. What happens if I get to 5 mana? I'm going to stop there because I'm going to get this Druid Song because I think this purple symbol is like a wild, and you can use that to be any symbol up top. Where do I want to put it? I've got a blank one. Just got a blank one. And can I buy from the top? I can buy from the top. An extra 2 victory points. And there are more expensive ones with greater victory points and bigger powers. Woohoo! Look at all those cards. So because of all these cancelling powers, I'm drawing mega amounts of cards. I've got 11 mana to spend. So I can go right to the end of here. Gain 1 victory point for every 2 cards in your field. That would have been awesome this turn. Harvest. Gain 2 victory points for each shield on this card. I like that. 9. So that's going to give me, because I'm sticking it on this one with the wolf. So a ranger and his wolf is going to get me 4 victory points whenever that card turns up now. I don't think I need to activate it. I think it'll do it automatically. Can't use it this turn. And then I can buy from the top row. And I'm in the expensive ones as well. Lovely. Buy a third card. Gain a wild. And I can get another one. Harvest. Ooh. Awesome. Ooh, cancel. It can still buy things. I've got 2 left. Could, if I really wanted, buy these basic cards. Fertile soil, they're always available in the shop. They can run out. I don't know what the limit is, but they can run out. Generally, in a multiplayer game, they might run out. I think I've got a good thing going. I don't think I need to pump anything there. Or is it worth it, just doing it? Just do it. Go on, then. I'm going to stick 1. Might as well spend your money. As you can see now, we've depleted the victory point pool. I've got 6 from the pool and 12 of the grey ones in my deck. And I'm feeling very positive. Now, often the computer makes a good comeback. The computer AI often makes a good comeback. So, last game, there were 3 points in it. I was really, really worried about the final turn. I think something's clicked in my head. I don't know what's going on. Right, 6. What can I buy with 6? Gain what victory point for each? But that's a middle one, so I can't put that one on with the podlings. So, helmet, but it's a middle. 6 can buy me the bear totem to cancel things out. Or loads more mana and another helmet. Helmets. All the helmets are in the middle. That's annoying. Just looking at the top. So they want browns and greens. Oh, it's push it, lady. We can go much further. Okay. So. Got 7 mana now. Oh, I can buy things from the top, which is awesome. That one, that 6-pointer is yellows, so I'm going to get something with a yellow symbol on it. Was there only... Is there a 3-er? There's not a 3-er. Oh, I'm going for a bear. I don't know. Whoa, achievement unlocked. Goldilocks. I've bought 3 bears. Okay. Next. Yeah, can buy from the top. Don't forget to buy from the top. Gain a brown. Gain victory points. I've got lots on this roll. This is a good turn. Turn 15, did I say it goes to about 20 turns usually? I think this one's going to be end before 20 with the rate that we're eating up these this victory point pool. Well, I'll turn the music down, but now can you hear the rain thundering outside? Planting phase, 8 victory points. 8 can get me an orchid. Start that yellow guy off all by himself. 3 left. We can buy something from the top row. We can buy 3. Can I go for that? I could buy a fertile soil, and I'm going to go off the mind of why not. Let's do it. 2 victory points left in the pool, so that's signalling near the end of the game. And it's going to be an epic last turn. 15. 18 mana to spend. Now I wish I'd bought that card that let me buy 3 things. And I think I've run away with it compared to the opponent here. 18-11 to my 13 and 17. So there's no need to push my luck. Technically, if I push my luck, and I could have done because I had pushed my luck later here, I might have stolen those last 3 victory points. Oh well. So thing's worth victory points, she's worth... Didn't realise how rich I was. Let's just drop that. And you can buy up here, and I can buy the yellow one. 6 more victory points. I've smashed it. I was hoping to show you how close the game is. Sometimes you can get utterly defeated or be utterly triumphant. And this is the first time I've been utterly triumphant. If he makes a comeback. Nope. Wow, 48 to 21. I doubled him. Oof. That has never happened to me before. Usually the games are a lot closer. But anyway, that is Mystic Vale. I love it. I love the peaceful music in the background. I love the little animations that you see. Very nice tweaks by the programmers and developers there. I love the animal sounds. But wow. Oh, screenshot that. I'm going to keep that. Look at that. I don't screenshot it yet. Add that into my video. Right, so, leaderboard, what's that about? Let's just have a quick look. Achievements and things. Not bothered about that. Right, packs. Browsing, let's have a look. So this is the latest one that I don't own yet. So you can see we've got like giant icy trolls, mist sylphs, emissaries. Now this pack's got some new game mechanics as well. I don't know what these do. So there's a bit of blurb to read there about what they do. And you've got your, like, these are the cheap cards, the 3 costers, 4 to 6 costers, hence. Harbinger of Seasons, or Dragon, Dawnfire Dragon. Gives you 2 at the end of the game, but also gives you +1 for each level 3 advancement that you own. That must be some other mechanic. And again, the 2-tier Vale cards, Glade cards I called them earlier on. Looking a lot more fantastic than that first batch. Let's close that. So you can see first we can browse the other packs as well. Griffins, Oracles. I really like the theme. I like the if you like playing a druid in D&D, things like that, this could possibly, all the artwork will spur you on a little bit. Fauna Hollow, Veil of Magic, and Veil of the Wild. Let's have a quick look at that one. I think Centaurs, yeah. You didn't love a good Centaur. So another spoiling mechanic there. An Outcast, he looks a bit feral. Having more cursed red symbols in your deck. Nymph. Oh. Gives you tree elementals. And what we got? Be in charge of a nectar colony, a shimmering waterfall, Stormcaller, the Bramble Spire, the Rune River, and I think this pack brings in the idea of, instead of you just being a generic unknown druid, I think you become a leader, or you have a leader under your command, and they give you sort of ongoing powers or something like that. Yeah, they all have a unique power. I think they're just like an extra card that you start with in your deck. Gingan. And that one's just giving you 2 extra mana and 3 victory points. So all very different. So yeah, that is Mystic Vale. Let's see. A curse, let's have a quick blurb reading, and then I'm going to end the video. The curse has been placed on the Valley of Life. Hearing the spirits of nature cry out for aid, a clan of druids have arrived to use their blessings to heal the land and rescue the spirits. It will require courage and also caution, as the curse can overwhelm the careless, who wield too much power. Forests of nature and Gaia's blessing are not enough to stop the curse from spreading throughout the Vale of Life. The druidic clans are now harnessing the power of the arcane magic to repel the blight and heal the land. While arcane magic offers tremendous power, it can quickly overwhelm those who are unable to control it. And the Wild. As the struggle to restore the Valley of Life intensifies, the ranks of those combating the curse continues to swell. Some druids in particular are rising to the forefront as potent leaders, while they are varied in their approach and nature as the druidic clans themselves. These servants of Gaia all strive for a day when the wicked king's bitter wrath no longer taints their world. And final expansion, campaign to restore Gaia's realm, all the same ongoing theme. Combating the curse have joined ranks. It's not just the druids who have heeded the call, other creatures have joined the fight, eager for the day to free the land from blight. Let's see how much they cost. So $1.99, that's pretty good. I've almost got Google balance from the answering those Google surveys. So, you can get them for technically free if you sign up for that Google program. It asks you questions on where you've been every now and again. So I don't think there's anything else to really see here. Quick reference on the rules, because shows you what your starting deck is here. 17, 18, 19. So you start with 20 cards. 9 of them are cursed, and 3 of them are just the fertile soils, and 8 of them are blank. So you plant or push your luck. Talks about the spoiling there. And then buying cards, and then going to discard phase and shuffling around. So what other games were out there like this at the time? So Dominion is probably the biggest and the most well known. And again, still ongoing with its physical expansion packs. Ascension was a bit more fantasy based, a bit like this. Very different mechanic. Again, I couldn't comment too much on Ascension, but it's another game I might do a video on down the line. And yeah, let's just have a look at what I'm going to do videos on in the future. So do let me know in the comments below if you want to see me playing more Mystic Vale. Do you want to see me playing real opponents in multiplayer? Do you want to see me do other games? Do you want to see me on harder difficulty levels? Do you want to see the other expansion packs being played? So let's quit this. And yeah, here's a list of some of my games. I've got more than this. So I've got Fighting Fantasy books. Another great game is Isle of Sky. Race for Galaxy is absolutely fantastic. Carcassonne. So I generally pick them up a lot of games as they come out. And I'm meaning to set this channel up for a while, so I did plan to set it up when Mystic Vale came out, but I got waylaid, so I'm a little bit behind, but hopefully now I'll go forward with it. Aiming for a video a week, depending how life goes, really. So this is Mark's Droid Tales. If you are interested in tabletop skirmish games, I've also got a channel called Dice Tales, and I thought it was worth keeping the two channels separate. This one's purely about Android games you can get for games you can get on an Android phone, like a Samsung S9, which is what I'm playing on. And as you can see, I've got some games which cross over into board game realm, and board games supported with apps like Lord of the Rings and Descent. But cool, I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.